That thing always freaks me out.
Oh, when Craig joins
Are we-
in.
Yeah.
Are we doing two things? The two podcasts in one, or what?
I mean, it depends on everyone else, can.
Okay.
I could probably only do one.
All right, we're just gonna do the one.
Fine.
Let's
Hold on
see
1 second.
here. And of course our dogs start barking right when we start recording.
You can't really hear it.
You're listening to the This Is Why We Game podcast.
I just hear Mondo's mic muted right now because he's on the dogs. Stop. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to another view. Oh my lord.
Another view.
Woo! All right. Restart. Cut
Copy,
number
get some
fucking
cops.
58. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of This Is Why We Game podcast. This week we got me, Shaz, or Poppy. We got Goku, aka Alejandro. And then we got Facebook returning. Say hello. And then this week we have a special guest. His name is Armando or Megamondo, whichever way you want to call him. He is my older brother, unfortunately. And he is a content creator for us. He's been featured on our past 2 weeks videos so far. Or maybe just the 1 week. I cannot remember. But otherwise, go ahead and introduce yourself, Mondo.
My name's Armando. You can call me Megamondo or Mega for sure if that's easier for anybody else. But yeah, got invited to the organization because of Caesar, so it's been pretty fun. Actually, we'll create some content for you guys. So it's been pretty nice, actually. A little bit quick history on my end. Ignore my little chihuahua barking, but quick brief history on my end. I've been gaming since I was like 4 or 5 years old. First system was let's see, Super Nintendo. First game was Super Mario World. Got to gaming, and then next one was Sega Genesis, and then kind of built up from there. I built up old school gaming, and that's kind of what I'm doing now is collecting a lot of the older models of the consoles that were made. So far I got a pretty set collection. Just got a couple more to go, and I'm pretty much done. So been gaming my entire life.
All right, everyone, like an AA meeting, always gotta say hi, Mondo. Ready? On 3.
Hi, Mondo.
1, 2,
Hi, Mondo.
3. Hi, Mondo. Okay, we are so bad at this. All right.
I mean, he said we can do it. And then he says, everyone say
Oh,
hi, Mando. And then he counts to 3 after everyone said hi, Mando.
No, I said all right on the count
You
of
said it was
3.
like an AA meeting. What part of an AA meeting is coordinated?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess
That's true.
I missed the meetings.
Whatever.
Anyways, all
Yeah.
right. So we're doing this on a Friday night. It's 7:31. Had a margarita. It's pretty nice. I think Mono had one too. I don't know if any of y'all have drank. Goku just got done playing fucking Valorant for like another 24 hours. I'm pretty sure.
No,
We were supposed to start. We were supposed to start recording
Almost.
an hour and 31 minutes ago, but it's okay because we played Call of Duty in the end. And I know Goku was working his ass off right now, getting me Valorant clips, right, Goku?
Mhm. Not in the tournament.
Oh,
And not in the tournament.
That didn't sound too good.
I mean, them clips you be sending in though, be fucking
Just
on top shelf.
Tisk. All right. Anyway, so all right. Well, that's our piss poor introduction. I can't fucking speak. That's our piss poor introduction. Let's go ahead and move on. This week we're going to be talking about anime. Anime has been a very big part of all 4 of our lives. Mine and Mondo, I know especially because we grew up on that shit. Goku here, his name is literally after a fucking anime character, and all 4 of us love Dragon Ball Z. So let's go ahead.
I don't think it's my favorite one though. Even though my name is Goku.
Well, I'm not saying it's
Yeah,
favorable,
yeah,
but I mean like it's one of it's up there for you.
Yeah,
probably. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start with the first question. What is your favorite anime of all time? Now, if you can't decide on one, then we can also do a list. We can do like top 3 or top 5 if you guys want to.
Yeah, I feel like it should be like top 3 and explaining. Like top 3 and explaining why. Because I think with animes, it's hard to pick a top 1 because every anime is different.
Oh,
So like
yeah.
they all like different, like I guess objectives. So we could say like our top 3 and why, and then like
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right. Let's
whoever Facebook maybe.
let's start in alphabetical order. First name. So you would keep. Actually, you would go first, Goku.
I
'cause
would
your
go
name
first.
is- yeah, well, because your first. Your
Alright,
first
so
letter is
my-
AL. So
Okay, so I would say Naruto is definitely in the top 3 just because of basically of like what it teaches you, like what it teaches you throughout the whole like the whole seasons that happen throughout Naruto, because it's like it just shows you that anything is possible if you truly put your like hard work into it. And like even someone like Naruto managed to be who he wanted to be. I mean, it took like 800 some episodes, but like I mean, he managed to do it. And he was always with his friends, and like a lot of people didn't believe in him, but he sounded stupid when he said he would do it. He would do what he wanted, and he managed to always do what he wanted to do. And like I feel like that's the reason why that one is one of the top 3. Secondly, I think, I'm gonna say, I guess I could put Dragon Ball in there. Just Dragon Ball. I think Dragon Ball is one of those. It's like I don't think too much the storyline is that crazy. I mean, because it's always about just getting like a lot of the beginning revolved around like getting the 7 balls, and everyone wanted to get the 7 balls, right? But I think it's satisfying to the public because it's always Goku getting stronger. And like you don't think he can get strong, and then he just does get stronger. And like he's a funny dude, and I just think it's just something appealing that everyone just likes to see. So like him getting stronger and stronger and stronger, it just makes you like just want more and see like how strong he can get. And I think like that's why I put him there. And then for third, honestly, I'm gonna slide in. The third one might change a bit, but like I don't know. It's between Fairy Tail and My Hero Academia, because Fairy Tail is about family, and like who's like it's just that brand like of like this is family,
Yeah.
we're here for you, and like that's why I love Fairy Tail so much. But then My Hero Academia, even though like that one's obviously way newer than Fairy Tail, the reason I like that one is just because it's kind of the same as Naruto, but it's a little bit more fast paced, because it's like, he wants to be a hero, and he had no freaking like powers whatsoever at the beginning. So it's like insane that, obviously people are starting to see that he has strength, and he's just getting stronger and stronger. So I guess I put him there because it's very similar to Naruto, but I feel like the writers do a little bit better of a job because it's a little bit more fast paced than Naruto. You get more of those emotional like moments than you used to do in Naruto, because Naruto's full of fillers. Like literally 400 of the 800 episodes is like fucking fillers. Like whereas like My Hero Academia only does like I feel like if there's, I don't know how many episodes, but if there's like 100 episodes, which I think there's more, if there's 100 episodes, I think only like 15 of them are fillers, which is not that bad. So I don't know. I think that's for me though. That's how it is.
Okay, I like those choices. I really do. I definitely say it would be a tough one for me also between Fairy Tail and My Hero Academia. A lot of people make fun of Fairy Tail, but I don't get it. Like I honestly enjoyed it. I haven't seen like the newest seasons of it, but I really enjoyed it when I was watching it a lot for sure. Let's go on to Armando.
Oh man. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't know. It's hard because, well, of course, you already know that we got into Dragon Ball since we were kids, and that was like the first anime we've been into. So, of course, I mean, no matter what, number one for me is going to be the Dragon Ball series, period. I think only because I thought it was kind of cool at the beginning of the Dragon Ball series that it was focused on martial arts. I think the whole style of them being able to read their opponent's moves and having like a certain stance to show that you don't have any opening and that you're ready to move at any second if they come at you. I thought the whole martial arts thing was really freaking cool. Now it got more better, I felt like, when it came to Dragon Ball Z, when they added like the whole story of like Goku is an actual, what they call at the beginning the alien, but we found out he's a Saiyan, and there's a bigger universe where the whole thing comes from. They had powers and Goku developed, better strength of it. He broke the myth of the legend of becoming a Super Saiyan. I mean, honestly, when Frieza decided to kill Krillin, I felt I was a kid, I was crying. I was bawling my eyes out. I was just like, what the hell? Like you just killed Goku's best friend. I mean, that was the second time. Oh no, actually third time I'm gonna say. But it was just sad. So I'm just like, what the hell? And I saw Goku sitting there and I see his face getting mad. I'm just like, all right. This looks like my dad when he gets pissed off at me for doing bad at school or doing something I'm not supposed to. So he's about to do some crazy shit to Frieza. So when he went Super Saiyan, I'm not gonna lie, I lost my fucking mind as a kid. I didn't know what to do. I feel like I passed out probably watching the episode. So I think the whole Dragon Ball thing was pretty cool. And honestly, I feel like the creation of Dragon Ball created so much more in the anime universe. So many stories were made because of Dragon Ball. And that's why I love it so much, because a lot of animes that I watch based off of that, it just makes it more attainable. And I'm not going to lie, my next one is actually, for the longest time, I never got into it until recently in the last couple of years. I got into Naruto. I actually liked the series. It was pretty good. I actually liked it. I actually agree with Goku here when he said about the whole story point. Like, Naruto says the dumbest shit, and you're just like, bruh, shut up. But
it's like you can, anyone here can relate. I mean, if you're a gamer or you live not the normal life, you can relate to what he's saying, because it's all like what he wants is unrealistic. So like a lot of things that we want seems unrealistic to the average person. Like, for example, being a pro player or being something like that. People are like, yeah, right, like you're funny, or like being an artist and whatever. That's kind of like what Naruto wanted, and he made it happen. So it just pushes you to want, like, you're like, fuck yeah, I mean, I could do it too.
Actually made me fall in love more with the series. It was just like, bro, okay, get out of here. Like, you're not being for real with this. And then he does it. I'm just like, oh, you actually went and did it. All right, let's see what else you're gonna do now. So, I think the whole thing was pretty cool. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If there's one person I actually had a root for the most in the series, honestly, I'm gonna choose Rock Lee. And here's the reason why. This dude didn't have, many superpowers like Naruto or Sasuke had inherited from their families or anybody else in the series. This dude went against the guy that controlled nothing but sand around him. And this dude walked around with like millions of pounds of weights. And in a tournament scene, he takes them off. And this dude is going fucking crazy fast and beating the shit out of him. He is just pure muscle fighting. And he stuck around and fought with just pure muscle. This guy didn't have like no crazy powers to enhance himself. He didn't have like no beams or nothing like that, or certain jitsus, nothing. This dude just fought with pure raw strength. I thought that was pretty fucking cool that he did that the entire series. So I think that's one of the characters I actually love the most. But let's see, another anime. Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many though.
Right? I know I'm having difficulties thinking of mine too, actually.
Because it's funny because Goku named like the really good ones that we all watch and enjoy. Of course I'm gonna say I love My Hero Academia. I love the storyline where it's going. I love the development of Izuku Midoriya and just how All Might is. I think not only because it's the same voice actor of Vegeta, but just sounds cool. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go off the little bit of a road of here for anime. I'm gonna go with Akame ga Kill. That one.
All right.
That one I actually loved a lot, only because it wasn't.
That's a good one.
It wasn't a typical storyline where of course the hero saves everybody. It's all over. You expect the whole thing, full power up, friendship, team up. No, this was the brutal fucking anime I have seen next to Tokyo Ghoul. This one just off the top, first episode, fucking killing people right away, showing the blood and everything happening. Literally, first episode opens up with one of the heroes that gets recruited into the group. He gets taken in by this girl, and apparently her whole thing is that they take off stragglers off the road that are new to the town, and then they board them up in this building in the back, and they torture them and kill them until they just brutally kill them. Like, they just torture him. And then when he finds out, after this team called Night Raid, there you go, almost got the name. Night Raid shows up, and they tell him, like, hey, guess what? You're defending this little girl that kills people. And sure enough, when they show him the entire shed, he sees his two friends that he grew up with to go to the city to get money for their own little town, fucking there, dead. One of the girls dead, and then the buddies there is, like, literally fucking dying in front of him. He gets pissed off and walks past the group and just slices the shit out of the girl. And that's literally the opening. And that tells you where this fucking storyline goes for the anime, which made me fall in love with it. Like, honestly, I think the way that it flowed through the entire time, killing people left and right, giving you unsuspected murderings, killings, and then it's the way it ends. You're just like, holy fuck, like, wow. Everything's fucking destroyed. Everyone's pretty much dead. And there's only one character left, and you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. I mean, I don't know what else how to explain it, but honestly, I think that's probably one of the best animes I've seen in a long time, where it just kind of throws off instead of having to being like the simple storyline that everyone's used to watching. And that's how some animes are kind of getting to right now. I feel like, I mean, I haven't watched any recent newer ones because I feel like some of them have just kind of just shed themselves. I mean, probably the only recent one I've been kind of stuck to is just My Hero, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But those are definitely my 3 right there.
Good selections, honestly. Really good selections. Okay, so we've already had 2 of you guys say back-to-back Dragon Ball and Naruto. That's hilarious. Okay, so
Oh boy.
I'm next. So my number 1, as you could probably guess, Dragon Ball series as well. I couldn't, like, I know a lot of people are saying, Dragon Ball's lame, or some people just think, oh, it's everyone's favorite. Yeah, I mean, I grew up with it. I love the shit out of the series. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's always a time where fucking at one point all of us wanted to be fucking Super Saiyan or some shit, or try doing the fucking Kamehameha wave, or during the Buu saga, or even during the Frieza saga when Goku would do the Spirit Bomb. I'm pretty sure at one point some or all of us raised our hands to give Goku our energy for the Spirit Bomb.
Man,
that shit was hilarious.
We were raising our hands together when we're eating kids. That Spirit Bomb together.
You know what's funny though is like I wish I would have lived it like that, but I didn't because I actually didn't like anime until I was like 19. So like I didn't, which I think is the right time for me to have liked anime, and maybe that's why I like anime now, is because I feel like earlier in my life I wouldn't have related to anime like that, and I think now I do relate to anime because it helped me, let's say, get through college a lot and a lot of things, because I don't know, for some reason it was like kind of a therapy for me. That it was like with even now, bro, till this day, I feel like it's gotten me to where I got, because it's more like, never give up, do your thing, get stronger, right? If we want to talk about like Goku and him. So it's like, I feel like it attaches to people depending on when they get to it. Like you said, like I wish, like if I was a kid, like I would have like, obviously done the whole like thing, like, oh, like giving energy and all that. But like I feel like when I was watching it, I was like, what I was thinking was like, man, dude, like he's getting all this support, man. Like that's like the type of support I want. That's the type of support I need, and like type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you cope it in different ways, so it's kind of like motivational. I guess as an adult, it's more motivational than it's more like I want to be a superhero.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, shit.
But yeah, for sure. And plus, like another thing too, growing up is having Mondo being around too. Like growing up, whenever we would watch Dragon Ball or something like that, even like when we would watch it, because we grew up on it because of our dad. Our dad loves anime too. Like not many, like when you guys see my dad, like Luis didn't get to meet my dad when he was here, or when he was here at my house. But like if you see my dad, you wouldn't think he's a fucking anime fan. He fucking loves anime. He loves it, absolutely loves it. He showed us Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. Like when our mom would work nights at the bank, me and my brother would pretend that we were asleep, and as soon as she left, my dad would come to our room and say, like, all right, let's go, next episode. So that's how we would watch it too. And like, there would be times where we would play fighting, like it would be Dragon Ball Z, so we fucking all pretend that we're fucking Super Saiyans and we're fucking fighting each other in the living room and shit. My dad's twisting my ankle and all that.
Oh man, you know what? I'll never forget. Like there were so many times where me and brother were watching these old episodes when we were kids. We would legit take the time to watch like the opening credits, and we used to reenact the opening credits, do like trying to fight with each other, doing blasts or some shit. I shit you not.
Yeah, like
we spent so much time.
Like Buff the Dragon was our shit, man. Okay, so yeah, Dragon Ball series, my number 1. Number 2, fuck, man, this is difficult. I've watched a lot of fucking animes, and there's animes that I loved, but the endings were terrible, or like or like the animes just took like a turn for the worse, I feel like. But I think my number 2 is gonna be My Hero Academia. It's been a while since I feel like I've seen a newer anime come into play, and it's actually good and satisfying, and I latched onto it for a while.
What about this one? Demon Slayer? Isn't Demon Slayer fairly new? That one's fairly new. I feel like it was
I haven't even seen
the
that one.
same time.
Yeah,
You should see it. You should see it if you haven't.
Yeah, I've seen like some stuff here and there, and like I've seen like some friends do some like AMVs for it, and I viewed them, and it looks pretty decent. But like, I mean, like for instance, like Sword Art Online, I loved it at first, and then season 2 came around, it was meh, it was alright, and then season 3 is
Oh, dude.
I got so tired and bored of it, and like certain animes I can latch onto, and I'll stick with them. I love them. But like My Hero Academia, I cannot get tired of. I love it. The teachers in it are fucking awesome. I don't care if people say All Might's overpowering too, or just a piece of shit. I love the dude.
Mhm.
It's fucking awesome. Like I feel like I don't know. Whenever I see that dude and he's just like, you gotta feel in your soul, you gotta feel the burn, and he fucking says plus ultra. I'm like, I feel it. I feel the plus ultra in me. I believe in you. And even the newest movie that came out, we all saw in the movie theater. Me, Mondo, and our parents.
God.
We all watched in the movie theater, and we were all like, "Hell yeah!" We were all excited because
Yeah,
they didn't do like a fusion, but two of the main characters in it, Bakugo and Midoriya, they were able to. Midoriya was able to give his power to Bakugo too, so Bakugo fucking had double the fucking power, and he was badass and. The animation was awesome. And I love My Hero Academia. I don't care if people say it's like a basic bitch anime. That fucking anime is amazing. You cannot deny it. I mean, people can deny it, of course, but to me, I don't think you can not fucking deny it at all as being terrible. I fucking love the anime. It's whew. All right, so moving on to my third one. So my third one, I'm not gonna say it's a series or a show that I love. It's a movie, an anime movie that I always love and I cannot ever get tired of watching. I saw this when I was very young, even though it's fucking rated R and little kids should not fucking watch it. But Ninja Scroll. I don't know if any of you guys have really seen it.
Oh.
I haven't got around to watching that.
It's amazing. I love it. Goku, have you heard of it?
What's it called again?
Ninja Scroll.
Ninja Scroll.
It was way ahead of its time.
No, I don't think so. No.
So, hey, have you heard of Akira?
I have. Yes.
Have you seen it?
No. Oh, I don't. No, I haven't. But I heard of that. I just haven't. I've not. No.
Ninja Scroll. What about you, Luis?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay. So Akira, based out of I think it was like 80s to 90s anime film, way ahead of its fucking time. Love it. But Ninja Scroll, I love even more because that was another anime movie that came out in the wrong time, but was way ahead of its time and amazing for when it came out. Like the animation in general was fucking perfect. I love it. It's basically about this badass ninja who just basically just fucking kicks ass, and it's gory. You see ninjas fucking just get sliced and diced, and there's sex scenes in it too, which is why I said like it was. I should have not have watched it when I did as a kid because like you just see girls' boobs hanging out and fucking big guys that turn into rocks, fucking trying to get on these girls. And it's crazy, but it's a really great fucking anime and story. And I wish there was a series after it. I love it to death. That for sure is my third favorite. I don't care if it's on a series or a show. It's on my third all-time favorites list. I would say some honorable mentions would be Akame ga Kill because I really enjoyed that show, and probably I would probably say Full Metal Alchemist. That would probably be that's another honorable mention.
I gotta finish that one.
And now keep in mind, I didn't say Naruto in my top 3. I don't like all the fillers. It annoys the hell out of me. I hated Naruto growing up, and I only watched it only for Kakashi. Kakashi's the only reason why I watched the anime. He's the only reason why I would care about the anime. I love Kakashi.
I tried watching it when I guess it was still going out, right? Because I mean, when I started watching that, it was the last 50 episodes were happening. So I feel like if you start watching it during that time, it was easy because you just skipped the fucking fillers.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't imagine, bro, going like 30 weeks just watching fillers because you wait every week for a new episode and it's a filler, bro. Nah, dude. And I think I did watch like 1 or 2 episodes. I remember. I don't know, was it like Cartoon Network at night or I don't like Nick at Night. Well, there was like Nick at Night or also stream Naruto. I mean, Naruto was I think Naruto was the true first famous anime that was actually really worldwide. But I mean like an anime, not like, because obviously there's like Pokemon and stuff like that, but I feel like Pokemon got too saturated that it just became like the anime wasn't a thing anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like, you see it as people call it cartoon, right? Which I don't think you should call an anime a cartoon. So I honestly think like Naruto was one of those, but that's why I tried to force myself, but I didn't like it, man. When I was younger, like I didn't like it, and I
Yeah.
think but now I watch it and then it's awesome. Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like you, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I know
Yeah.
though. I think going back to like the whole being of like more popular at that time is actually only because I actually didn't know this. Like when Dragon Ball first came out, it actually developed in the 80s going to the 90s, and that it wasn't really out in America at that time, really. And
Oh,
then based off the creation of Dragon Ball going into to the US, it wasn't more populated out more, not till early 2000s when Cartoon Network had gotten the right to show it on Toonami when it first came out. I didn't know that for the longest time. I thought, it was pretty popular since the 90s, but I didn't know that was like the whole thing. And so when Naruto was first made, Naruto was actually popular coming from Japan straight to US right away. And that was in the late 90s. And that was before Dragon Ball was actually introduced into America at that time as well.
Yep.
So that's why, Naruto was so much bigger at that time compared to Dragon Ball, because it just came here and it beat it out first. So,
Mhm.
I mean, that actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't know that for the longest time, actually, because I always wondered, like, how is Naruto so much popular than Dragon Ball? Then that's when I found out. I was just like, oh, shit, it didn't come here until years after, I think, like, the first 2 or 3 seasons of Naruto was already out. And, of course, in those first 2 or 3 seasons, a lot has happened in Naruto. Like, that's pretty much tells you why there's so many people that love the show. So much has been developed. So, I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me now that I understood that. I didn't know for the longest time until now.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes much more sense. Okay, moving on to Luis.
So here's a funny story. I never really got hooked on the anime. The only one that I really watched was Dragon Ball, and that was because it was on Cartoon Network all the time. So I watched it all the time.
Mhm.
I never really started diversifying into anime until what was it? A couple of years back, when I actually was just randomly interested in a Japanese course because I didn't want to take a Latin-based language course because I know how to speak Spanish. I took 3 years of French, and it was very similar to Spanish, so I wasn't really interested in learning it. So I was like, let's go something random. And then he said, you know what you can do to help train your ear? It was what my professor told me. It's like just listening to anime, see if you can pick out words and pick out their sentences and structures and see how they talk. So I was like, okay.
So your
So I was
professor
like,
turned you
okay.
into a weeb. Got it.
Kind of, yes or no. He was like, he's like, it makes it a little more enjoyable. So just pick out stuff that you like already, and then just go along there and see what happens. I was like, okay. So then I ended up stumbling upon smaller animes that are like 12 episodes or so. I think my favorite one that I can watch right now over and over is Kaguya-sama Love is War. Very lighthearted. It makes me laugh every single episode, and it's just so funny. I love Dragon Ball
Yeah.
to death. I went to Taiyu-Con, met Sean, met Chris, got everything signed and everything. It's cool. But in terms of watching, this one I can watch over and over again without getting really, really tired of it. Very funny anime, very lighthearted.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. And then in that same vein, there's another one that has a really weird title in English. It's called Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. It's
Okay.
it's
Wow,
a very,
okay.
very weird title, but
Yeah.
it's probably one of the better animes that I have watched.
Okay.
It's such I can't say anything about it without spoiling it. It's that kind of an anime. It's one of those you just kind of have to sit down and watch and see what happens.
Okay.
What's another one that keeps me coming back all the time?
Are both of those relevantly new between 2010 and now, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. That's so.
They are very, very new. Which ones have I been watching lately? Those two are my top ones I can come off the top of my head.
Okay.
My Hero, I can sit down and watch, but it's not my favorite. It's a good anime for you to watch, but I to say it's my favorite. I'm like, not really.
Okay.
It's all these smaller ones. I think I'm gonna go with another another one, I guess. Your Name. I just finished watching it last night too. I
Mm-mm.
watched that one a lot last night.
Mm.
It's one of those. It's a movie. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but
No, I've seen it. I've seen promotions of it for some reason on in the actual movie theaters.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really good movie. I
And
think
like
it had a US run too.
Yeah.
I'm
I
trying to
think
think
like-
of this one. I'm trying to see. I can't remember the name of this one, but this is one I really enjoyed. It was a movie, but I can't remember the fucking name of it. And I was gonna ask you if you've seen it, Luis, because I feel like it.
Fun.
I feel like it speaks a Luis film for sure. Like, I don't know why. It has your name written all over it. I feel like I can't remember the fucking name of it right now. Fuck.
Is it a
Oh,
Miyazaki
man.
film?
No, it's not. It's fuck. I'm really frustrated right now. I can't think of it. I'm going through my search history right now, trying to freaking find it. What? Fuck.
What
Which one?
was it, or
Huh?
what are you talking about? Like, what's it about? Do you know? Or
It's sort of not like a rom-com specifically or like a drama, but it's a mix of it's a mix of genre. It's kind of film. It's just really nice. It's sort of like a theme of like Spirited Away and all that stuff, but not exactly like that. It's I don't know, and like the art and the animation of it, it's so fucking nice.
Like
have I seen it?
the
Or
theme?
No, you haven't seen it, Mondo. I actually I only heard of it because I saw it on TikTok one night. Someone recommended it. I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch it. Fuck, I can't remember the name. I remember it was sad too at some parts, but it ended up like with a good happy ending, of course. But I think that was a good one. Oh, you know what? Okay, another honorable mention favorite of mine. All right, I don't know if any of you guys have seen her. I know Mondo has because he's watched this shit a lot too. Rosario Vampire. I love the shit out of that anime. I know there's major fucking titty anime waifus in it. I love that. I love that anime, bro. I love that anime. It's
mean,
fucking hilarious. It's so fucking random. Like,
I mean, if
okay, we're gonna have this fucking eggshell looking bat.
I mean,
That's
if we're gonna
that's a
talk
funny
about like animes that have the best fan service, that's definitely one of them. But I have
Oh, for sure.
another one.
Oh no.
Oh, High School DxD, huh?
Yeah, High School
I knew
DxD,
it.
dude. I mean, from the very first episode, because I was just watching, someone recommended me to watch it because I thought it was pretty cool. Because like all I read, like the title said was like, "Oh, meet this guy that he finds out that he has like a Mr. ability in his arm, and it's like a dragon, like a whole dragon arm thing he has." I was like, okay, that don't sound too bad. So, I started watching it. And then sure enough, the first episode shows the redhead main character's big old titties all showering. I'm just like, oh, it's that kind of show. That's why they recommended it.
Uh-huh.
But you know what, though? Besides the fan service, I kind of liked it. I actually liked the development of the character with like him getting the power of the full dragon suit. What happened? Honestly, I mean, if the fan service was there, I still would watch it because it's actually pretty enjoyable with the storyline. But I feel like the last season kind of killed it. Like another anime I would recommend watching, no one has, is Tokyo Ghoul. I love the anime. I will tell you this right now: the third season was just awful. Though they ruined it terribly, dude.
Is it just as bad as Soul Eater?
Oh god, dude. Like honestly, like I don't know what direction they were trying to go or how they're trying like to end it, because apparently from what I read already before they had released like the last couple of episodes, they said that the animated series itself was done, but the manga is still out there to be read. So a buddy I used to work with used to always bring in the books to read. I started to read the books, and then when I read that they're releasing the final season, they said that they were going to show more of the book content on the show, so that way everyone knows what happened between season 2 and season 3. Because long story short, one of the main characters, his name is Ken Kaneki, he becomes like one of the strongest ghouls. And at the end of season 2, he confronts one of the top. He was like a scientist, but he was also known as a ghoul hunter. He was at the top one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shows it facing off, and then it ends. It freaking ends. And I'm like, bruh, no way. And then when they started releasing the newer manga, it actually shows that they do a fight and that, the main character, the actual ghoul, got his ass whooped and he was knocked out. So this hunter, as a scientist, took him in. He like brainwashed him and made him believe that he was a hunter and hated ghouls. So he basically gave him a whole new life in this team. And the
Okay.
team was to basically keep him in check on the third season to go against the ghouls and stuff. And towards like a couple episodes towards the middle of it, he started kind of getting a little bit of memories. And then he had there was an episode where he had like a vision or a dream of himself as the actual form of King Kaneki with the ghoul. And he woke up from this dream. And the only way they show their ghoul form is by having like their certain like part of their ghoul form come up from the back. Like it could be like certain like I can't remember the name, like the exact name of it, but like certain tentacles of it that be showing. Can't remember what else it is, but basically the whole point is that they just ended it terribly because they didn't show his real form coming out. He didn't find out who the hell he was to the very end, and it just ended there. That's all it was. They didn't end anything that the whole story was trying to build up to between the War of the Ghouls and the Hunters. It just ended right there. And I was like, really? We wasted 12 episodes for it just to do that.
Oh no.
Feels bad. Okay, so because I feel bad because we kind of skipped over Luis. So Luis, do you have like a third favorite really or no?
Like third favorite, like anime?
Yeah.
I guess one that I really like. I'm watching still, even if it's still ongoing, is Sword Art, and that's
Okay.
just because the
Oh,
concept itself
bro. Yes,
gets
I can't
really,
believe I
really good
forgot
at the
about
end.
that one,
Like
bro.
the most recent stuff with the Underworld, I've been really enjoying. It's been really, really, really good compared to what it's done in the past.
Yeah,
Like,
What
it's
was the
surprising.
anime?
Sword
Sword
Art
Art.
Online. That's my wife's favorite
Oh.
anime. That's my wife's
Yeah.
favorite anime, dude. I can't believe
The-
like
Yeah, the
that
most
one's good
recent
too,
arcs
dude.
is good.
Yeah, what's funny too is I actually have a Kirito statue right here on top of my shelf, on my
Mhm.
bookshelf, and I was supposed to send that off to Alfie like 2 years ago or like 3 years
Oh.
ago after San Diego Comic Con, and I still haven't just because like I haven't had
Mhm.
like at first it was like, yeah, I just don't have the time right now, or like it's and plus like when I was like, all right, I'm gonna send it out to you, Matt, and he's like, oh, I'm going to college actually, so he's like, I don't want it to be sent to my dorms just yet. I'm like, God dang it. So it's still sitting here, and like the box is in my closet somewhere, and it's just sitting here. So I'm like, one day I'll get Alfie's Kirito statue.
It'll be there eventually.
I know, right? Oh,
Yeah.
but okay, so I can't remember the name of that one film, but this other film I do recommend because I actually really enjoyed it. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it or heard of it. It's called Kimo na Nawa,
That's
or
your name.
in English, Your Name.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah.
another one.
That's the one I meant. That's the one I said.
Oh, wait, you did?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh. Okay, what am I thinking? Oh my lord. Okay, yeah, that stuff. I really enjoyed that one as well.
Yeah, I watched it last.
That-
I think it's like
That's
the 20
probably a close second behind Ninja Scroll as a good anime film for sure. Okay, so moving on to the next topic. Who is your guys' favorite waifu and or husband though?
Lol.
We don't discriminate. We don't discriminate here. We say both.
I
You don't have to. But
I don't know. I feel like fucking.
it's okay, Goku. Your wife doesn't listen to this.
I
I'm
think.
just kidding.
I think. No, she does listen to all of it. No, actually,
Oh,
she would
okay.
agree with me. I think on this one. I think it would be Asuna. Asuna would be.
Asuna! Oh,
I think. Yeah, because it's just like. From all the animes I've watched, I think it's the
Uh-huh.
most balanced relationship, I would say, because a
That's
lot of
true.
animes it feels like it's like they're not both protagonists, and like in this one,
Yeah.
I feel like it's the only one they're truly there's a lot of protagonist characters on this one, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just their relationship and
Mhm.
it's so strong, and like I don't know, I feel like that's why I would pick her, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good choice. That's a really good choice, actually. I enjoyed her. I loved her a lot in the first season, especially like when they introduced her. I'm like, oh, she's a fucking badass. Hell yeah. Bring it. Fuck, that's a good one. Oh, what's I'm trying to think what would mine be. I feel like there's like a lot, but also at the same time, I feel like there's not a whole lot to choose between. Damn.
You know what? There's a couple that I do want to name. There's a couple I do want to name though.
Okay.
I think there's two in Fairy Tail that I like. There's two in Fairy Tail. No, hold on.
Way.
No. Make that three. Hold on, make that three.
Oh no.
Get
Watch this man say Kana.
out of here. No. You know what? The first one, I really like Urza.
Okay.
Redheads are a fucking turn off.
Badass, yeah.
Like,
They gave her those thick thighs too.
dude, there's a reason. No, there's a reason why. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like she was taking control sometimes. I'm like, oh hell yeah.
So someone's
All
a sub. Got it.
All right, next one.
Oh.
Shut up.
Oh,
Next
God.
one is Lucy. And then the last one, honestly, Mary Jane.
Oh yeah, Mira Jade. Hell yeah. She's a
Like-
homegirl, bro, for sure.
like- I mean, she looks so sweet and innocent, dude. She be looking good in the little bikinis in the show. But bruh, when she brings up that devil form, this is like, fuck, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna beat my ass.
All right, so mine is a sub in the relationship. Got it.
Fuck you.
I
I mean, I'm just speaking the truth. Every other half anime base of Fairy Tail was probably thinking the same thing. But honestly, another redhead I do want to mention is just Rias Gremory from High School DxD. Not because of the Tickle Bitties, but because she's a redhead.
okay.
Okay,
Luis, do you have one?
Mine are probably going to be very, very different from all of your guys. They all revolve around Persona.
I
got
knew
the-
it. I knew
Oh.
it. I had a feeling that was
Between-
gonna be up there.
Between all three games, you have so much diversity. There's just, I don't know, you can't really go wrong with any one of them. Except with the select few, but that's a whole nother war for another day. But like, there's just so much diversity, just between
Okay.
the three games or animes. Like, there's animes for Persona if you guys are interested in watching them. They are very close to the game, and you don't have to
You know-
sit through like 200 plus hours of gameplay.
I think it's so funny. I actually never knew of the anime Persona until like they introduced the Joker in Smash Brothers. I'm not gonna lie, I actually never knew that was an anime until they brought him into Smash Brothers. I was like, oh, he's actually from an anime. I actually kind of read into it. I never got into it, but I actually
No.
didn't know that was like actual anime. So I was like, oh, okay, so that's where he's from.
Yeah, they made animes and movies off of the games, and they're all really, really well done. Really well done. I
That-
love them.
That's kind of what I figured. And I actually never knew what Persona was. I thought it was just because I always see. I think the only time I ever seen Persona, it was just like somebody standing by a car or something. So I thought it was like maybe like a racing kind of thing, honestly. But I wasn't 100% sure. So I'm just like, okay, not bad.
Oh no, it's one of my favorite RPGs to play, even to go back and play from time to time.
Oh, it's an RPG based game. Oh, never
Oh
mind.
yeah, all
I-
RPG.
I love RPG games. I probably will try it then.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
Persona 5 Royal. Go play it.
Uh,
All right, so all right, as I'm baking right now in my fucking room because it's hot as hell. Okay, for mine, one of them for sure. Now, fuck, I can't remember how they pronounce her name because I've heard it like two different times now. Some people call her Sinon, and some call her Sinon. Yeah, dude, she's my waifu, and in Sword Art Online for sure, man. Like, I'm not sure if you guys ever played it, but like in 2016, they released like not the first, but like the second Sword Art Online game. Sword Art Online game. It was a lot more better than the first one. It was really fucking fun. Even though me and my friend Nova fucking found a way to beat the system, and we used the flash drive and like copied fucking like OP weapons and just traded them around to people, and we fucking made money off it. But anyways, I loved the hell out of that game, dude. Like, and the anime too, of course. But she's a badass. I really enjoyed her. She's my go-to girl in that show for sure. I'm trying to think of like other ones. Oh, okay. You know, I really even though she was a bad girl or bad girl in Kami Ga Kill, Lady as that dude, she was the bro. I
Okay,
don't care.
so-
She can fucking she can. Oh man, she can put me in whatever eyes she wants to. Dude.
Yeah, you're giving me shit for being a sub. You're talking about being the biggest sub over here. What are you talking about?
Whew. Shut up. I will admit, I will be a sub in those
Bruh, I
relationships
mean,
if they were
jeez.
real. Bro, she's like, oh yeah. Fucking number one waifu right there, actually, for sure. Like, poor, like, I'm not gonna say poor fucking, what's his name? That dude is lucky that she even wanted him, bro, because he's a
I
stick. And
know.
she's a fucking Playboy model or some shit, man. Whoo. Oh yeah.
Tatsumi.
yeah, Tatsumi, that's what it was.
I don't understand.
My headset cord got stuck behind my computer, by the way, so I've been trying to fix that this entire time. Anyways, yeah, for sure that one. If none of y'all are gonna be man and say, your favorite husband knows. All right, but I will. All right. Fucking, you gotta admit, even though he's a fucking asshole to her, Vegeta, he's a fucking pimp. He is a PIMP. You gotta admit,
he has a point.
He is a pimp. No, I don't want to hear that. Vegeta could be a pimp.
This
Man.
dude comes to Earth, threatens to destroy it, and then fucking slays the pussy of the top scientist in the world. I mean, come on now. This motherfucker's threatening to blow up shit.
Literally, he sees the god of destruction. Bitch slap his wife Bulma, and he yells, "My Bulma!" And just fucking bomb rushes the dude, knowing he's gonna get fucking beaten down by Vegeta. He's a fucking, that dude's a pimp for sure.
I want to hear Goku. I want to hear Goku's now because he was kind of questioning it. So I gotta hear Goku's.
I don't know. I just I don't. I wouldn't say Vegeta out of all of them. I'm trying to think like who, like that. Like while you were talking, I'm trying to think like, because I'm very hard on like the personalities, I guess, and like I think I would go with Gray, maybe.
Oh, Gray,
yeah. Or it's hard, man. It's I feel like it's always second characters that are.
Oh, you know what? For me, it would be Vegeta, and now this dude right here. There's two of these dudes from the same anime. I'm going with Fairy Tail. I'm going with Mystigan and fucking Gildarts, dude. Gildarts is a badass too.
Oh
yeah. Gildarts, dude. I love that dude.
That's a good.
I feel like if they did like a solo anime of him, that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Now we're all thinking.
I'm not thinking. I was just
okay. So next one, let's go ahead. Let's do let's create an all for once must watch anime list. Now this one could be a bit like loose and all stuff, and this is opinion based, of course. But these are animes we all feel like people should but if they wanted to get into anime, or if they're looking for new animes, if they haven't seen these, if they're new to anime.
I feel like we should all give just one, so that we don't so that we don't.
Let's keep in mind. Let's keep in mind also, you can either do a series or a movie. You can do either or.
Okay. All right. So who wants to start? I'm still thinking. That's what I'm saying.
I got one. No. I got one actually. I want to say this right now. So in the actual world of Dragon Ball, everyone's always started Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT. No one's ever watched the actual beginning, Dragon Ball.
True.
No one has. Everyone that I talk to and met, they say, "Oh, I love Dragon Ball Z and everything." They're like, "Okay, what do you think about Dragon Ball?" Like, what the hell?
I love
Dragon Ball Z. And they say, "Oh yeah, I watch Dragon Ball Z." I'm like, no, I'm not talking about Dragon Ball, the very, very, very first actual series of the franchise. And most people are like, "Oh, I never watched it." Like, honestly, I'll tell you right now, if anyone's listening to this, if you guys want to get more into Dragon Ball, you have to watch the beginning. That's where the huge development comes on. That's where Goku learns how to be able to control his power as a kid growing up. A huge development thing he goes through, and you basically just see the amazing movement that they created for this series at the beginning. So that's what I recommend. If you guys love Dragon Ball Z, you guys not watch Dragon Ball, watch Dragon Ball. I'm literally tired of telling people watch it from the beginning.
It's funny that people haven't watched that one. Like the first Dragon Ball. Like I feel like if you don't see it, you miss so much of like who he is, like of who he is as a person, because then he already has like most of his like strength, I guess, like he has his basics already, which you don't understand the whole like tail thing or all of that. You don't understand all of that if you don't see the first.
Yeah, exactly. So or how they learn how to fly and everything. Like literally, they teach you all of that and show you the whole development thing. And that's where it bugs me too, because people are watching at the beginning, they're like, okay, well, how do they know about do this? I'm like, can I watch Dragon Ball? Like, no, just watch Dragon Ball. It's
like Naruto does too. Like people watch don't watch
Shippuden.
The original. They watch Shonen. They don't watch Shonen. They watch Shippuden. Right? Am I right? Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, Shippuden. When he comes back after years of training. And it's like, no, you have to watch the beginning, because honestly, you're only watching the second half. You missed the entire first half, of where actually all that story kicks over to the next one.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
That's our recommendation right there. Watch Dragon Ball, the very beginning. You will not regret it, honestly. I'll tell you that much.
Thank you for listening.